Welcome to IT Voice's walkthrough of the Embrace platform. In today's video, we are reviewing the basic user portal. We will go over such items as updating your status, how to set up your voicemail, including voicemail to email options, and updating your answering rules to never miss that important call. Let's begin. To start, navigate to pbx.itvoice.app/portal from any browser or mobile device. You'll be given credentials with an extension number at your system, along with the password that you will generate when first registering to the system. Once done, click Login. From the home page here, you are greeted with any voicemail messages that are on the system for you. You can see the number that dialed you, when the voicemail was left, the duration of that voicemail, and then you're presented with multiple options on what to do with the voicemail. To play it from the portal, you can click the play button here. You can also have the system call your phone for more privacy options to play the message. You can forward it to another extension. You can download the voicemail, save the voicemail for later, or delete the voicemail. With the phone system being a cloud-hosted system, deleting a voicemail from the portal will also delete it from any phones that are attached to your extension. Down below, you'll see your recent call history. You can click on that to find any recent information as well. You can see the date and the duration of the call. You can also see if this was an outbound call, a missed call. Any item with a blue phone marker with an arrow pointing towards the phone would be an inbound call. From here, you can also update your status in the portal to let people know that either you are working on an important project or that you will be unavailable for a short term. In this case, I'm simply just going to put out to lunch. Status message is updated. So other users in the portal who have Office Manager access can log into the portal and see your current status on the phone system. From here, you can also update your answering rules depending upon how many you have set up. Right now, my answering rule is set to ring my direct extension, my phone. We'll go over answering rules here in just a minute to show how you can use multiple answering rules to make sure you don't miss any of those important calls. Clicking on the Messages tab here, this is going to again show you your voicemails. It will also allow you to see any saved messages you may have. And if you accidentally delete a message from the system, you do have 24 hours to come to the trash bag and retrieve that voicemail. It is empty daily and does remind you of this. The phone system does offer a chat option, which is basically instant message. If you want to instant message another employee or another user on the system, click New Conversation, type the extension out that you're looking to chat with, and generate your message. Clicking on the Settings button will show you all the available options that you have for voicemail. You can toggle your voicemail box on or off by this check button here, check mark. Here's some available options as far as what time the voicemail can announce when it was received, what the incoming caller ID of that voicemail was. You can also have voicemails copied to other extensions if you would like. I can click here and have those saved. You can have the system send you an email when the mailbox is full, or if you need to make sure that you don't miss, in case you miss a phone call for any particular reason, you can have the system send you an email of that missed call with the information on it. Voicemail greetings is a great way to make sure that customers understand that you're unavailable at a time, but that you can return their call shortly. Clicking on the Manage button here will show you all greetings that you have available. Currently, this test one is on the system. I can play it and listen to it via the play button here. I can download it. I can also edit it or delete it. If I ever need to edit a greeting, I can click on the Edit button. We offer 3 types of ways to edit a greeting of any sort. You can do text to speech, which is basically type out the message you want it to say. Choose a particular voice option from all these available. Once these two information pieces are in place, you go ahead and hit the play button to preview your message. If you like the sound of your message, you go ahead and click save, and your new greeting will be done. If you need to add additional greetings or want other greetings as well, you can just simply add a greeting, just like this. And now you have two available greetings to choose from. All you'll need to do is exit out of the greeting option and come to your drop down. Select the voicemail greeting you want at any given time. Hit the save button, and now that's updated. Down at the bottom is your ability to generate voicemail to email options if you choose to do so. You can click to enable this option here, which will generate some new options. Your email type, in most cases, would be send with an attachment, which will include a WAV file, which is an audio file of the voicemail along with the email. And after email notification, this is prompting you to either leave the voicemail as new on the phone system, move it to your saved folder, or move it to trash. The most popular option is to go ahead and move it to trash. So by far, this is our most utilized options here, sending with attachment and moving the voicemail to trash. This will keep your voicemail box clean on the phone system, but also allow you to have a record of that with both audio and email format via your email system. The system does also offer transcription of voicemails. If you want that enabled, we can set that up as well. The platform does offer fax services. If you are interested in any of our fax services, please open a ticket at support@itvoice.com, and we'll be happy to help and assist with that. Clicking on contacts will open up your personal contacts. As you see here, I have each of the other users in the system by default with the current status. If you upload any contacts, you can add personal contacts here. You can import them via an Excel spreadsheet. You can export these if necessary. And as you import and add additional users, you can also hit this drop down to mark certain ones as favorites. You can have your contacts, which is your personal ones, or just coworkers. Answering rules are a way for the system to determine where to route calls when calls are directly routed, when calls are incoming directly to your extension. For instance here, my active answering rule is set to ring for 25 seconds, or the equivalent of 5 rings. I have a time frame set for active, which is the default time frame, so it's happening all the time, where it's going to attempt to ring these 4 devices. If I need to update the timer, I can simply hit the drop down, select from any of these available options. Or if I need to make more in-depth information or updates, I can click the edit button here. I can turn do not disturb on. I can call forward always to an outside number, such like that. I can also, if I am not able to answer the call, but I do not want calls going to my voicemail, maybe I want it to go to another extension, I can put when unanswered and have those calls route to another user's extension, so that way they can process those calls while I'm out of the office. Anytime you make a change, make sure to click save, and our updated rules are in place. You can set timeframes for yourself, or you can use timeframes that are set at the what we call the domain level, or the top level of the system. So here, there are already 4 timeframes in place for me. I can go ahead and click add timeframe. Here's all our available options. I know I want to have a specific date where I'm going to be out of the office, so I will click out of office. My specific dates will then populate an extra tab up here at the top, which I'll click. Hit my markers. Set a start date with a start time and an end date with an end time. If you need to manually update these to exact times, there is a drop down for 15-minute increments, or you can simply come in here and edit each one individually. As such, when done, click the plus button. And then this is going to prompt you, as you see, it's going to give recurring options. So you can have it set where it's every month on the third Friday, every month on the 21st day, or every year on March 21st. So the system will then take these specific parameters and offer you the opportunity to set a recurring time frame for that. This is very useful for items like holidays, where you can type in something like Thanksgiving. And because Thanksgiving is a floating, it's going to select it on the day of Thanksgiving Day. So instead of having to go in manually every year and set it for the fourth Thursday in November, the system now knows to set it for Thanksgiving Day automatically for you. On the phone tabs, these are all the phones that I have listed on my system. 1006 WP stands for the web phone, which is a soft phone application, and it is included as a part of the basic user package. Here's a desk phone, along with a couple of other desk phone options here as well. Any desk phone options that you see, if you want to make a button change to either of them or any devices, you have the ability to. You simply click on the button builder option presented on the right-hand side of the screen. Click yes. Here will show a picture of the phone device you're working on. When you want to make a button change, you can either click on the button that you want to directly from the phone itself here. Hit the drop down, select from your options. In this case, I'm going to put a speed dial to our home office. Put a label for it as well. And now when I'm through with my button changes, I'm going to go ahead and come down here to the bottom right and click on the blue arrow. Click on Save and Resync to send that information off to our cloud server, which will then automatically update the phone itself. You can also just click on each of these individual buttons to make the same changes we just did. In this case, I will choose a different number. And again, same thing, save and resync. The system will let you know that that's been saved successfully. Your phone should update within about 3 to 5 seconds once that information is processed. From here, you can also select directory options by clicking on the grayed out all contacts section. This will let you choose what directory source your phone is going to pull from in the remote phone book section. You can only have it be your local contacts or your coworkers. You can also manually and individually choose which one. So let's say I wanted to not see Matt Test extension 1002. I would click the eyeball. Now that is hidden. Again, save and resync. Now in my directory options, I will not see extension 1002 process on my directory. Music on Hold is a way for you to upload individual copyright-free music. So customers who you have to put on hold for any particular reason will be able to listen to music that you choose. If you have special promotional material you would like for customers to hear, you can upload it here by clicking Add Music, browsing your local PC for that file, uploading it in either MP3 or WAV format, putting a quick name to it or a description, and then clicking the Upload button. You can also put a brief message if you want to for your on hold as well if necessary. Call history will show you the past 48 hours of your own call history. If we do a filter here, you can filter as far back as 30 days at a given time. You can be as specific or as broad with information as you need here. You can put any numbers for caller number, any for digits, any call types, and any information you see here. Filter it out. Here is our 2 calls. We see 2 outbound calls to a number. From the portal here, I have the ability, if it's a nuisance call or a call I do no longer want to receive calls from, I can simply hover over the number and click block number, and the portal will automatically block that number in the future for me. You can also add that person as a contact directly from the portal now to allow you to update that information, so when they call in the future, you will see the contact information you put in for them instead of their normal caller ID. Users who log in as a basic user also have some applications free to use. Up here in the top right hand corner, if you click on the apps button, the primary one to use will be the Snap Mobile Web application, or the web phone. This will launch in a new browser. Using your computer's PC and speakers, you have the ability to make outbound calls and receive inbound calls as a normal device. You have your dial pad here by default. You can go ahead and search by your contacts listed over here, or you dial your 10-digit number. When you're ready, hit the call button and that call will process. If you receive an incoming call, you will see a banner across the middle of the screen to let you know the incoming caller ID, with a green button to accept the call and a red button to decline the call, sending the call to voicemail. You can also look at your call history from here. You can see your voicemails. With transcription enabled, you would actually be able to see a brief transcription of the voicemail from the portal here. You could also play it. If you have any chat messages, you can locate them here. If you want to update your answering rules using one of your multiple options, you have the ability to update them here. You would simply drag one to the top and let the others fall down. You'll see our status message here from earlier where it says out to lunch. Your settings here are the settings for your microphones, audio output to make sure that the correct microphone is being used for those voice calls. Up here in the top right hand corner, this is your registration icon to let you know that either the web phone is registered, which is good and green, or unregistered, which is red. If you have an unregistered web phone, there are multiple reasons or issues for this. One could be you don't have a microphone fully selected from the local PC. You could also have a networking problem where SIP is not being allowed to register on either a home local network or potential of something like a SIP ALG being active on the network, which can cause problems with web phones and other devices. If you run into that issue, again, email us support@itvoice.com and we'll be happy to assist with that. To close out of the web phone, simply just click the X button on the page and you're back to where you were on the original portal. This concludes the walkthrough of the basic user portal for Embrace on IT Voice. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.